Aloha and welcome to this module on project management. I know I've said before more than a couple times that a certain module might be the most important one that you'll have for the entire semester, but this week, oh my gosh, this really might be the one. This might be the most important module of the entire semester, maybe of your entire college career. I don't know. It's so important. We're going to start talking about project management. Project management is so fundamental to software engineering because it deals with how do you work together with other humans, right? So far, you've been kind of learning how to work with a computer, and a computer is kind of passive. You don't get a lot of pushback, really, literally, from a computer. If you do it right, it just obeys your instructions. Humans are not like that. But humans have the great benefit that they're intelligent and can actually show creativity and initiative and talk to other people and do incredible things. So if we can harness the power of working with other people in an effective and efficient fashion, then we can do amazing things. And the kinds of things that you're going to learn in this module really transcend even software development. A lot of it is just about how do you work with other people in a structured way that enable concurrent work. And this is one of the key issues, right? When you're working with other people, a lot of times, if you have experience with it, you'll realize I can't do any work because I'm waiting for John to finish what he's doing before I can even get started. So when you have these dependencies amongst people, then you have folks being blocked. They can't make progress. They can't do anything. They're idling. They're not doing any work. And the goal of project management is to figure out ways to structure the work to be done in such a way that you can maximize parallelism. You can get everybody making productive forward progress simultaneously and do that in a coordinated manner such that there's a minimal amount of rework to be done. Because that's the other thing. You can throw lots of people at a problem, but then you might, if you have to throw away 90% of what they did, that's a lot of parallelism, but not a lot of, ultimately effective work. Okay? So we want to maximize parallelism, concurrency, having people be able to work at the same time, and minimize the amount of rework or thrown away work that has to be done at the end of the day. That is so complicated. The other thing is that it's completely dependent upon the actual task that you're trying to accomplish as to how you actually split up the work. So it's not there aren't a lot of great heuristics for this. This is something you have to just practice until you start to see how you can accomplish this task. And in this module, what I'm doing is giving you some basic ideas using issues, using branches, merging, and so forth that I've put together as this idea of issue-driven project management. And it's a fairly effective strategy for managing projects up to about, maybe 8 or 10 people, and typically, 500,000 lines of code or so, something like that. This works pretty well. When you start getting into 20 developers and, multi-million lines of code or life-critical software, then you need a different kind of structure for your development process. But for a lot of different projects, this is going to be sufficient for you to provide enough structure for you to actually, try to coordinate effectively amongst each other, but not so much structure that you're putting hours and hours a week into filling out Gantt charts and doing all sorts of crazy stuff for project standards enforcement. Sometimes that's really useful, important. A lot of times it's not. We're going to start off with a little bit of a lightweight project management system for this class. Okay, so there's 4 different issues or experiences, that you'll be doing. Team bonding, you can read about that. Then you're going to create a GitHub organization and homepage. You're going to set up your project according to the issue-driven project management strategies. And then finally, you're going to present about your team in class on Thursday. So take a look at all these screencasts. There's about an hour of screencast to look at, maybe 45 minutes. You'll need to get together with your team. You're going to need to start to kind of map out what work needs to be done, represent it within GitHub, present it in class. You'll be on your way. Good luck. Have fun. See you soon.